Nice. Hello and welcome back to Dukes on Twitch. We are currently 3-0 with Death and Taxes, beating Painter and Bant Miracles, I assume. I'm not a big fan of this hand. We draw with 3 Flicker effects, a Port, and a Stoneforge Mystic. If we draw into an Aether Vial, I think this hand is pretty nice, but I think otherwise I'd rather probably a less fair hand, so I'm going to mulligan this. And this isn't really where I want to be. I don't want to go to 5 though, so I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to bottom the Batterskull. But at least we have interaction in both Swords, Plowshares, and Rishadan Port. Ballista for 1, interesting. Okay. So I wonder here if I just have to keep swords open. Mystic Forge, wow, okay, so powerful start. This is going to resolve. I think I'm happy taking this. Another swords is pretty interesting. I'm just going to pass here with double swords open. I don't really want to put my opponent down because we're still just dead to salvages with a land or another 0 mana pedal. A lot of mana early on. I'm going to see if they pump it in response before damage. It's going to be a no. I'm going to see what they do with this Walking Ballista, if they just sack it. Most likely. Especially because of the combo. Interesting. Mirran Crusader. So here I think I just have to go for Recruiter into Revoker. And then untap and go from there. We have the Flickerwisp, which is nice because we can flicker it with something like Palace Jailer if we need it. Wow, okay. This is getting out of hand. I guess we just 6 hit because we can't do much. I guess I could have kept up mana for something like Urza, if they go off with the new Urza. Just so we have like Source of Plowshares open. Paradox Engine with Mystic Forge is pretty nice. Defense grid, interesting. This is pretty funny. If they actually cast this Chalice of the Void, we can Flickerwisp it to come back as a 0-drop. So they can no longer cast any 0-drop spells like Lion's Eye Diamond or Petal effects. And it looks like it's just come down for 0. I'm really wanting to just see all the cards in this deck because I'm not actually sure how this version goes off. But it's looking pretty tough. I'm used to playing Maverick, so Collector Ulf looks really good right now. But of course, in a mono white version, we have to kind of rely on Leonin Relic-Warder, which isn't as great, but definitely has its moments. I feel like I'm at the EDH table at my local Sunday EDH tournament. Another Chalice, interesting. They're down to 6 as well, which definitely comes into consideration. Down to 4. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe Mirran Crusader was good enough. I guess I can try to name Mystic Forge with my Phyrexian Revoker, which turns off the ability for them to actually pay a life and exile the top card to look at a new card. That's probably the best name here. The other one is maybe Manifold Key because it untaps, but I think just trying to lock them out to the top of their deck and naming Mystic Forge is the best play. They're also down to 1 life, so we'll see what happens. We do have lethal on board. That's definitely relevant, but my opponent has a lot of mana in their mana pool. I assume Walking Ballista is a pretty good win con. Okay, so even if we cast a creature, they can use Manifold Key to stop the creature from being blocked. Okay. Khan's gonna be fine. Walking Ballista is pretty good. So while they kill me, let's look at our sideboard. We definitely like Leonin Relic-Warder. Recruit of the Guard seems great. Deafening Silence seems great. I feel like Cataclysm is good enough. Council's Judgment as well. So I don't like the parts, the Rest in Pieces, or the Faerie Macabres. What do I want to take out? I think the Mirrans can come down. I still think Thalia is really good. I think Mother of Runes can most likely be taken out. Swords Plowshares still seems fine. Aether Vial still seems fine. Stoneforge Mystic package just seems great as a way to make sure we have threats still in the deck. Palace Jailer seems great. Flickerwisp is fine. Revokers seem great. I wonder if even maybe this turn I should have named Walking Ballista. Ah, but we actually recruited for this, so that does make sense. Alright. So Deafening Silence is great. Council Judgment's great. Relic-Warder. Recruiter. Cataclysm. Take out the mums. Take out the Mirrans. Sanctum seems great, and then the Tomiks can most likely come out. So maybe I keep something in. Maybe the Ballista. They did go pretty low that turn. So maybe the Ballista's fine. Yeah, let's try this out and see how we go. I'm actually not sure if they're on the Salvages combo, so I'm not sure if it's worth bringing in Rest in Peace or Faerie Macabre. But Deafening Silence does a great job at stopping that, so we should be okay. They might have something like Ratchet Bomb to deal with Deafening Silence. I can't really think of another way to get rid of it in their deck. I guess Engineered Explosives does it, because they have Mox Opals. I think these in the opening are pretty crucial. I could definitely see this deck having more Revokers in it, especially in the main deck. With so many Planeswalkers running around right now, it probably seems like a good bet. I saw that Cyrus Coleman Gill was running the full 4 for his prelim, which is pretty interesting. So we would love to play first. And this hand's not too bad. We've got the turn 1 Aether Vial, turn 2 Port, so I'm happy to keep this. We're also just going to be able to cast anything we draw into, which is really nice. Alright. This is just pretty funny, so I'm just going to grab that. Definitely tick this up. Ballista of our own. Interesting. I think we'd rather just play Port here. Port doesn't do too much because they can just use the mana to untap the Grim. Oh, Grim takes 4 actually. We're all good. Oh wow, they just win here? Rough. I just didn't take that into consideration. I didn't think they would have another soul land. I don't think we have an out to this. Unfortunately, we even had the Wasteland, which is a really nice draw. Yeah, that's just GG. Rough. So 2-1. We'll see you in the next game.